Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt and Guard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something real important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? He wants me to feed his cat. Alright, then. This is terrible. Let's hurry, we have to feed this cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Matt's note, please feed my cat. Okay. Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So, in the last episode, we were supposed to get a full acquittal from Matt and Guard, and we failed. That's the long and short of it. We had a bunch of evidence that we were able to bring back to Adrian Andrews, but then, as it turns out, all of that got thrown out the window because Adrian didn't indeed kill somebody. And also, we found a weird card last episode. I'm not entirely sure how that factors in everything yet, but I just read, also something I remembered in between this episode and the last one is that Maya, when she was doing her little exploration thing back when we saw that, she found a similar card, so I get the feeling there's something connecting. There's a connection there with that. I don't entirely know 100%, but yeah. In any case, we're just gonna go into the day 3 investigation, which unfortunately, I don't think Mr. de Killer is going to be particularly happy about, but we're going to have to deal with it. So yeah, let's just get into it. March 22nd, 5:24 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Sniffle, sniffle. There, Pearls. I can't take it anymore. Wah! Fair enough. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. No. Sniffle, sniffle. Okay, cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mr. Maya is in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So, hey, you guys! Glad I caught you, pal. Hi, Gumshoe. Why are you here? Why are you here? I don't fully understand why you're here. Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. Alright, well, spill the beans then, future. So, what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that! What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Guard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? It's the noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Edgeworth. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like, he didn't care if Mr. Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible! But because of him doing that, we've got the truth finally. The truth? Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with this whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. Engard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said that day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. Francisca Von Karma. Yeah. Speaking of Miss Von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot in this morning? Oh, this is the same. Okay, this is the same day. I misread it. I thought it's the same. Okay, I'm dumb. Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way of the trial by Pistol Pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edward said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you going to go visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? Well, I mean... Yeah, to be fair, we don't particularly like her, but, even Phoenix has been enough of a conscience to go visit his rival in the courtroom simply because she got shot. Even Phoenix has that much common sense. She actually was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good to if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick. No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh, yeah. The Hottie Clinic. Oh, God. Not this guy again. Oh, no. That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Oh, this isn't going to go well. I can already tell. Detention center. Well, we've got a couple places we can go. Yeah, we've already been to Hottie Clinic. Because I forgot. Yeah, that was our previous case, I think? Alright, in any case, detention center. Is there anything in the detention center for us? I don't think so. Alright, we might as well check. From what the guard told me, it sounds like along with Mr. Guard, Miss Andrews is also being detained here. Then we should talk with them since we're here. Yeah, but both of them are still in questioning. Man, we don't have time to waste. Yeah, visiting hours are almost over. Alright, time to move. Criminal Affairs Department. Is there anything in Criminal Affairs that we can talk to? Branch 22nd Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another. They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will you? Put that victims list around. Pass the victims list around. You gotta be kidding. There's over 100 people on here. Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Engard really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Alright. Hobby? Hotel lobby. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel lobby. Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic My's sake. You shall not pass! Yeah, Miss Oldbag. Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gas, you spiky-headed pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. What I really wanted was something much more valuable. I wanted Edgy Poo's heart. One out for me. It's all your fault. You've awakened the wild beast inside of this old bag. Okay, I could actually read what she was saying. Miss Oldbag. Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in her and no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Alright. Night of the murder. You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, Whippersnapper. Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Okay. Okay, the victim. Alright. Okay, so I can't actually do anything. Well, can I not move beyond this point? No, because she's blocking the way, so I can't get in and out. Alright, well, time to go visit Hottie Clinic, since that's the only other place I can go. March 22nd, Hottie Clinic reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Ah, hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho-ho. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? What is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hottie. Oh, hi, Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho-ho. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director, Francisca. How's Francisca Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes, yes. And that thing, that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and is a secret. She looked so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes. Her opponent was a gun, after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes. I see. But she's really cute, too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes. But I think I could get used to it. Ah! Hi. Go back to your room. You're so mean, huh? So mean, my frisky friend Friska. But that's so... Okay. Yes, it's time for my IV drops. Yes. And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix, right? I knew I shouldn't have come here. Hi. I'm here to talk to you about how you are. I was shot in the front of the courthouse, but in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you in that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. The deal. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you get your guilty verdict on Mr. Engard, you told Mr. Andrews not to testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have such proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with the evidence or not, I have only one objective, to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me. Bye. What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Hi, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Let's just talk to Edgeworth. Today's trial. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The court room is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line while I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. Alright, Adrian's card. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card. Give it to me. Hurry! Do you have any idea what you stupidly yet inadvertently done? This! I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. Yeah, what is it? What is with that card? That card. What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly de Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer and an assassin. The best at that. An assassin? Picture card added to the court record. Assassin. So who's this Shelly de Killer? De Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the De Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves his cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think that it is a part of his duty as to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So, you think this assassin... You think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly de Killer, huh? Nice the situation. I know something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right? Listen, you need to know something. Juan Corrida was killed by Shelly de Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Your own client. That's the connection. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking into any clues that might lead us to Shelly de Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Okay, so now I can get into the hotel. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. In any case, I must attend to the preparation for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now if you'll excuse me. Okay. Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Engard hired an assassin? No way! I mean, he doesn't have a psyche lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya. Please. All I ask is you make it home, safe and sound. Oh! Date blank, time blank, location blank. Heh I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin. I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. No? And also, yes? Anyway, let's try out that card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Alright. Okay, so now we can move. Now we're playing as Maya. Date blank, time blank, location blank. Oh. Hello. This is a fancy house. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. And are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here. What is this? There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written on here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. Okay. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Locked. Of course. And it doesn't look like it can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. Alright. Oh, hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat, there goes my plan to use this to somehow get out of here. Alright, well, that's funny. What is this thing? An antenna? I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here? Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Eek! It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways? You mean dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? I'm almost certain I told you on the first meeting. I am an assassin. No way! You're lying! I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Well, okay then. Alright, and now we're back in control of Mr. Wright now. Alright, Mr. Nick? Oh yes, Pearls got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now, I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Ungard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too. Okay. Alright, so can we go talk? Presents? Can I do I have the... Oh yeah, do you know about this card? Card? Edgeworth, for some reason, went pale the instant he saw this card. Hey, I know what this is, pal. You do? No matter what way you look at it, I'd say it's a picture of a shell. That's it? Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that? Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right? As I suspected, Gumshoe has no clue. Alright. Alright. Could you please take... Okay. Alright, why don't you make some instant noodles instead? That's okay, really. Alright, so the only thing I can think... Let's go to the detention center. Maybe there's something in the detention center now. March 22nd, detention center. Visitor's room. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aww. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt and Guard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something real important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shoe. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shoe for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? He wants me to feed his cat. Alright, then. This is terrible. Let's hurry, we have to feed this cat. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Matt's note, please feed my cat. Okay. A client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Alright, move. Wright Co. Law offices. Is there anything else? Actually, let's see if we can get Gumshoe to do it. Oh, never mind. I was interested to see if that would work, but I don't think it's... Okay, so that's a hotel lobby, criminal affairs department. So we have to go from the hotel lobby. Criminal affairs. Okay. Hotel lobby. Living room. March 26th and Guard's mansion living room. He has a mansion? Sure is dark. I'll go turn on a light. Oh! There's just a motorcycle suspended from the ceiling. What the hell? That doesn't make any goddamn sense, but here we are. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's go find Shoe, the kitty cat. Shoe! So I guess this is Shoe. What a lovely cat. Hello, Shoe. Also, that door has a little mini gate flap on it. Teehee. The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. May I help you with something, mister? Hello? I know who you are! Stay the hell away from me! Well, that confirms my suspicions. He is living in the house. Mine is literally behind that door. Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. Engard's lawyer. The Master's. Then, you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. It's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. Also, how does Phoenix not recognize this guy? He has a very distinct appearance. I am the family butler, John Doe. Huh. I sincerely doubt that. Nice to meet you. Alright, well, I'm not particularly comfortable about this, but we're gonna talk with Mr. John Doe here. If that is his real name. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Engard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master of his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. John Doe. Mr. Doe, how long have you served as this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. Engard the kind to have a maid over a butler. Yep. Shoo. That's a very cute cat you've got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoo. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Matt's note crumpled into a bowl and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. So young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Yeah, you don't say, mister! I'm pretty sure you're Shelly de Killer. I'm pretty sure that's who you are at this point. Now, if you'll excuse me. Alright. Move. Okay, well this is the only thing we can do. So let's present the letter of introduction. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at... What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy poo? Is that her perfume, Pheromone d'Amour, I smell? Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? Letter of introduction given to Miss Oldbag. I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. And she's gone. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, but that's not particularly... it's a little bit interesting, their relationship, I'll be perfectly honest. That may be, but you know nothing gonna come of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. What? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Engard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team are going to be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? Okay, and I can still go to the living room. Viola Hall. Alright, there's got March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like we're the only ones here. And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have my sinking suspicions that Mr. John Doe is the killer. Because he was also the butler. Well, he's the butler, yes. Hold on, I need to reorganize my thoughts. He's the butler, but he was also the bellboy. And also that's the face that was shown whenever Maya was doing her sneak around bit. So that makes me think that Maya is being held on guard's basement somewhere. If I'm being perfectly honest, I get a sneaking suspicion that's what's going on. In any case, hallway. We can't go into the Gatewater Hotel hallway, into the Gatewater Hotel or in guard room. Hey, city boy, Lana, you're still here. Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats her stars on her ability to snap up the scoop. Yeah. And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Wreck given. A photographer's gotta have cameras out of the air like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, your bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? Night of the murder. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What, you really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lana, you were loitering in the hallway at the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs. Shook a few hands. Had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time, either. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and who went that night. Alright, scandal. So, about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about on guard shoving his manager lady onto Corrida? Yeah. Oh, well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that one on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? So all of our evidence is useless now. Yeah, when you get down to it, it was just a lot of random bull-dooders. Hey, what's with you? Why are you staring at me like Great-Grandpa used to? Hey, and why do you look like you suddenly got older, too? Or am I just shrinking here? Camera. Ah, my baby! My $16,000 baby! What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, aren't you? So put in a few good words for me and get me my camera back. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I'll guarantee you he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food, now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you please just leave already? Okay. Well, we can't go into the main hall anymore. Alright. The March 22nd Gateway Hotel Korea's hotel room. So we can't go into Matt's room anymore. What is that noise? Mr. Nick? What is that otherworldly ghastly moaning? I hate evil ghosts. Wah! I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon? Excuse me. What should we call a demon, brat? Ah! Zoinks! It's the alien. Who are you calling an alien? Okay, that was perfect. Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here? What is wrong with you youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. Alright, well, night of the murder. Please talk to me about the night of the murder, just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecile look on her face. With that imbecile look on her face. Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Okay, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here this whole night. Alright, memories of Corrida. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida. He was the most popular star, you know? Especially where it counts. In my book. But I heard he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Ungard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know? But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all of his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big, and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? The presents. They're all bears, right? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. Presents. All of Mr. Corrida's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. I don't really understand that story, but that's okay. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out, down by a river going, hey, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock! What is that infernal racket? It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m., way past your bedtime. That startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. And just like that. The transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good. No! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! One more day. Please, all I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she was alright. Alright. Then... a little... What the hell? What's with the sack all of a sudden? Hello? Hello! It seems... bad. Connect. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me. Okay. He has to go fix something then. Well, what happened? I don't know. All of a sudden, it became nothing but static. Ah, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Alright. Presents. So, who do we have an electronics expert? I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you. Girl, she's climbing up like the... Okay. Please, okay. Okay, so she's not helping. Alright, well, in any case, there's only other thing I can do. Move. Fill a hall. Law office? Hello. March 22nd, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. Archman's luxurious full-course meal, out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all that trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You've got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking about. This thing! The transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick! You should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh, yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal. When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke in a static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself? That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? Alright. Well, he knows what he saw. Well, I should have suspected that Gumshoe would know what he's talking about, because as has been established in the series so far, he's not a very good detective, but he does know his way around electronics. So I probably should have come to him first. So, what is electromagnetic interference? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Huh. Computer. It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So, the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like, like a listening device or something. Ah, hey, speaking of that, where were you when that happened? We were in Mr. Corrida's room, the scene of the murder. What? That's it. I'm going to sneak into the precinct to get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later. All right, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah. Bye. We should be going too, Mr. Nick. All right, let's go. Move. Okay, well that was an interesting alternative events. Can we go to Hottie Clinic or any? No. Light your Rhine offices. I'm just gonna make sure every other location that I can possibly go isn't going to make a mess. Criminal affairs. Move. He's sneaking into criminal affairs, so obviously he's not there. Move. Move. Hotel lobby. Move. Living room. Move. Hotel lobby. Move. Deal hall. Move. Move. Corrida's room. Okay. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Corrida's room. Hotel room. Hey! You're finally here, pal! You got here a lot faster than I thought you would be! I literally just saw you and now you're already here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Do you have the, bug sweeper? Oh, well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Suddenly, I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So, yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't you say I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper. It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. So, you've had this a long time, then. Oh? But by who? Me, of course. Ah, seeing this sure brings back memories. So he made his own bug sweeper. That's actually kind of impressive. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work. Trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's going to be about anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But isn't it better that way? Oh. Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl. Right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're going to find it, right? Right. Now, first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong the signal is picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, I'm pressing A button to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I say. But let's take the receiver apart first before we get ahead of ourselves here. Wow, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe. So, is there a listening device in there? No, and I really thought it had to be in the phone, too. Aw, what a lovely bear. Ah! Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot. It's a real robot? Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick? Yes? How many horsepowers is it? How many horsies? Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, a cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here. A cell phone? What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Now that she mentioned it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Karain Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Alright, lamp check. Listening device? Nope. There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah. And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful? Ah, yeah. I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's... I don't really think that listening device is in the TV of all places. Looks like the TV is left on and now it's showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of those old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English. Yeah. When I grow up, I want to study Japanese. I should probably keep my mouth shut here, and not destroy her dream. Well... Well? Okay, well this is the other thing. The radio's on and playing something. Oh, it's Kid's Question Corner. Professor, Professor, why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick? Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Alright. Well, the computer's an obvious one. There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh? What's a notebook computer? Do you know what a notebook is? Yes, it's a small book with paper on it that you can write on, so... Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what's a laptop? What's this? It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo. Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick? That's what it seems like. But I want to go bigger and bigger. Well, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you there. You have to eat meat too. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think. A dryer. Oh, if you use it next to a TV, it'll make a screen look all weird, right? Yeah. And when that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right? Hey, good memory, Pearls. I will never forget it for the rest of my life. That's a pressure cooker. Wow, there are really delicious loaf of bread in here. Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder. Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, gotta keep the trail and crime scene warm. I think the keep warm in this case is a little more metaphorical. Alright. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why do you look troubled? I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It's just, sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago. Oh. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Okay. Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll go get more water for it. Okay, sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device. What's this? It sort of looks like a hot water pot, but... Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out. Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. That would be interesting, though. Interesting. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I have ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean. No, not yet, but this bear's eye is... Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's take this big fella's eye on and see what we got. No, you can't. Such a violent act. Oof. No! It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. A what-mitter? A transmitter, pal. Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff? Alright, talk about the camera. So this tiny thing is a camera. Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs out on a battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves and then is sent to that recorder. So, it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know, you're right. Okay, spy camera, set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour, was running at the time of the murder. Right, transmitter. So, what's a transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yep, let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? That was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Interesting to note. Thank you. Stuffed bear. Now where did the bear come from? So there's a camera in this bear's eye. Where did the bear come from, though? And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Corrida this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there got a video of what happened here that night. Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh, sniffle. Is there really no way to find out? Stuffed bear added to the court record. Alright. And that should be all the information. I got it! What? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you going to do? I'm going to go around the electronic shop and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Alright, he's actually doing a pretty good job, all things considered. He's gone. Yeah. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? Ah! You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have more to move forward one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. So there was a spy camera inside the stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? How so? Do you know the stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can you really? Well, I guess so. That's actually pretty helpful. Thank you, Edgeworth. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. See you soon, Wright? But the bear's still there. Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright? Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, Wright? Everything begins with the truth. Okay, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Juan Corrida's real killer. Miss Andrews passed. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal from Mr. Engard. And this card, Shelly de Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. And that's how that is. Okay, that's how that ends. All right, so that's interesting. Okay, so to unpack what just happened, we did a bit of exploration. So what we know now is that well, long story short, Miss Phoenix hasn't quite figured it out yet, but I'm pretty sure I know the truth. Shelly de Killer is actually living inside in Mr. Engard's house and is keeping Maya in the basement. So yeah, we know where she is. We know where she is, or at least I know where she is. The rest of the crew needs to figure that out first. But more to the point, now we know that somebody had actually been recording the image, had actually been recording the murder, which means that it likely cut the whole thing and has been just on a continuous loop, transmitting every day at 8 p.m. So yeah, now that we have all that information, worked out, now we know that I think somebody had. There's also the issue of Adrian Andrews' past and who Shelly de Killer is, but the connection is there. It seems like somebody made sure that the actual crime was filmed, which is suspicious. And that begs the question of who bought the bear and gave it to Juan Corrida as a gift to make sure that the crime was actually captured on camera. That is a question that's going to have to be answered for next time. But for right now, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter in the description below. Be sure to go support me over on Patreon. It's only a couple bucks a month. It helps me out, and you guys get access to a bunch of cool perks. I'm always saying thanks. So if you want to go support me, then by all means, go ahead and go do that. And if you want to go support me even further, then be sure to check out my Twitch down in the description. I stream every Sunday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Schedule permitting, we should have streamed something yesterday. So go check that out. And finally, if you want to see more content from me, then be sure to check out the videos linked in the end screen. The top video is the most recent video. It may or may not be this one. Whereas the bottom video is the video recommended to you based on what you've already seen from me. So, if you want to try something new, or see more of what you like, then be sure to check both of those videos out. But, regardless of whether or not you do any or all of those things, thank you guys so much for watching. As the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!